It is my honor to be here tonight as a member of the Board of Directors of the Waterford Foundation for Public Education to announce a new initiative that has been made possible through the generosity and support of a friend, colleague, and community member that we all know. The Waterford Foundation was formed in 1984 by a group of community members of our district who wanted to do more for the district. The foundation exists solely to promote and recognize excellence in learning in our district. The Waterford Foundation is a charitable, nonprofit organization. All funds are derived from donations and/or fundraising activities. We do not receive any funds from the district and are a separate independent organization. We are focused on providing funding for innovative, out-of-the-ordinary, and out-of-the-budget initiatives for our staff and students. One of our points of pride is since the foundation was organized in '84, we have awarded over $2 million worth of grants to assist in developing exciting and innovative programs or projects that enhance curricular and extracurricular activities for our students. These grants are applied for and awarded annually to our teachers and staff, and annually we award between $80,000 and $90,000 worth of grants. Our foundation has grown to become one of the largest foundations that exists to support pre-K-12 public education. The foundation also supports the Select 50, Teacher of the Year, the Durant Most Improved, in addition to our annual grants that I just outlined. We also award a number of scholarships yearly through endowments that have been given to the foundation by individuals or families for specific purposes. The Edward Coombs Scholarship, the Margie Arson Preschool Classroom Scholarship, the Al Martin Scholarship, Al Dietrich Scholarship, and the Marcus Marcirio Music Scholarship are those that have been awarded on an annual basis. What makes our district and Waterford School District a special place is for all to live and learn is the people and the commitment that they make daily to our community and our district. One such person that we hold dear to our heart is Mary Lou Simmons. Mary Lou retired from our district in 2001 after 34 years of dedicated service as a teacher and principal. She dedicated her life and career to the children of the Waterford School District. Mary Lou was a strong supporter of our district and the Waterford Foundation. Mary Lou became a board member of the foundation after her retirement in 2000. She became president in 2005 and was our president until her death in 2016. She literally lived and breathed the work of the foundation and the work of our school district. Her legacy continues because of her commitment to our students, staff, and community. Her amazing smile and her personality will never be replaced in our hearts. She will always be missed. But through her generosity and her belief in our district, her legacy will continue. Shortly after her death, a year ago this month, the foundation was informed that Mary Lou's wish was to donate her entire estate to the Waterford Foundation for Public Education. She placed no restrictions or directions on how these funds were to be spent as it relates to the programming and opportunities for our students and staff. She left those decisions to the foundation board. The amount of her estate that was bequeathed to the foundation and ultimately to the students of Waterford School District was over $500,000. The foundation's board, upon receiving word of this donation, met, and their unanimous opinion was that while Mary Lou placed no restrictions on these funds, it was felt strongly that it was important to recognize Mary Lou's generosity and to keep her legacy alive. A large committee of friends and colleagues were formed to discuss what Mary Lou's passions were and what her legacy should be. At that point in time, you can imagine we had a number of items that were discussed, but what bubbled up was her love of literacy in the arts and the fact that she really truly believed that every student that lives in this community should go to Waterford School District. Not only should they attend, but anybody that was looking for a place for their students to get a quality education should look and have their students attend our district. At that point in time, the foundation directed a much smaller group of individuals to be formed and to provide a recommendation to the Board of Education based on the input that we received from the larger group. The Mary Lou Simmons Legacy Committee was created that included myself, Tim Patterson, Ruth Sluchter, and Kathy Kraus. all members of the board. In addition, Bobby McCoy, Sharon McCoy, and their daughter were also involved because they are the executors of Mary Lou's estate. Tonight, we are excited to announce the recommendations that were presented to the foundation board and approved. The board has approved two specific directions. The first is the establishment of the Mary Lou Simmons Legacy Grant for Literacy in the Arts. Funding initially will be $250,000, which is half of the estate, or half of the dollars that Mary Lou left to us. Grants will be budgeted between $20,000 to $25,000 per year. These funds are earmarked for district-wide programming experiences for all students. These grants are in addition to the annual individual grants already awarded on an annual basis by the foundation. The Mary Lou Simmons Legacy Committee will collaborate with the district leadership to implement programming that will meet these guidelines. It's appropriate and well-timed that we are here tonight announcing the Mary Lou Simmons Endowment Grant for Literacy in the Arts, because the first grant that will be awarded is to fund the Mary Lou Simmons Performing Arts Experience. These funds will allow to expand the opportunities for our elementary students in all of our elementary buildings to experience in the next few weeks the Waterford Kettering High School performance of Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. In addition, the Mary Lou Simmons Performing Arts Experience will afford opportunities for our students at the elementary level to be in the audience during the day for the Waterford Kettering High School Holiday Collage, and in the spring for the Waterford Mott High School theatrical production. The middle schools and high schools will be provided similar types of opportunities this year. We will be announcing in partnership with the district administration as it relates to what those experiences will be. The second portion of the grant, the second direction, which entails approximately $250,000, is one that is extraordinary and ambitious, and it is one that is going to require a lot of work on our part, the community's part, and will require a period of time for it to become a reality. The Waterford Foundation Board of Education, or Board of Directors, supported the goal of creating the Mary Lou Simmons Waterford Promise. As I said before, this is a far-reaching and impactful initiative. It represents Mary Lou Simmons' belief in our district and what an outstanding place it is for our current students and families and prospective students and families. Much work, as I said, needs to be put forth for this concept to become a reality. Mary Lou Simmons dreamed big, and so is the foundation with this idea. The foundation board has supported the recommendation of the Legacy Committee that the remaining $250,000 will be restricted to assist in funding the promise. The Mary Lou Simmons Waterford Promise would become available when initiated to all Waterford School District graduates based on, conceptually, some ideas. And as I said, a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of conversations need to be put in place before it happens. But one of the things that we talked about that was really important was retaining and attracting students. So one of the pieces that we talked about was that this grant would be based on the number of years each graduate attended Waterford schools. So for example, if you began going to school as a kindergarten and graduated from Waterford schools, that would be 13 years. So it would be 13 years times whatever that dollar amount would be. The other item that was talked about was grade point. What grade point would be necessary to receive this type of grant? And the other restriction would be that it would be used to fund whatever post-high school education that student would like to pursue. Doesn't have to be college, doesn't have to be 4 years. It can be any type of postgraduate education that student pursues. The foundation felt that the promise would have a significant positive effect on the district and the entire community. The promise will take time to plan and must raise additional funds before it can be implemented. The promise needs to be self-sustaining, and that the $250,000 that the foundation has designated will be utilized as seed money as we approach individuals, alumni, businesses to join us in this promise. The $250,000 will show that we already have a vested interest in this concept. We will be forever grateful to Mary Lou for all she has done for our district over her many years. She has meant so much to so many, and her legacy and her impact on our students will last many years into the future. Mary Lou, all of us will be forever grateful for all that you have done and will do for many years for our students and our community. Thank you.
Thank you. And it is a nice thing. My son had, I think 2 of them. Mary Lou was still principal over at Schoolcraft when we were there, and her life was the kids. You know, if there was a play at night, if there was the end of the school year event, football games on Saturdays, she was always there. I didn't always make all the things, but the ones I made, she was there. It was amazing. She was a very amazing woman.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, on the foundation, she was more than the president.
Yeah.
We've said her numerous times, she's left a hole in our heart, but every meeting that we've had since her death, it's, well, who did this? And the answer was always, well, Mary Lou used to do that.
And as an elementary principal, you'd think, she's just an elementary. She was tough.
Oh, yes,
You didn't cross Mary Lou.
You knew exactly where you stood with Mary Lou.
She feared nothing.
Yeah, but I think that's what's important, because you also know where our Waterford School District stands in her heart and what she really believes in and wants us to continue.
Thank you. Oh.
I'm just so excited. I'm beaming right now. This is such an awesome opportunity for our kids. I'm one of those people that I know exactly where I was when I heard about the Kalamazoo Promise, and you know, an idea like that is something that other communities have tried and implemented, and I just think this is such an awesome start for us with this seed money. I'll do anything I can as a board member to you know, see this come to fruition, and I think any of us will. I mean, this is exciting for me as a parent who's going to have my daughter will be starting kindergarten really soon in the Waterford School District. I'm just excited for her, but more, I think, for all the other kids here in our community who could just really, you know, get such an opportunity from this. I mean, I've seen what it has done in other communities, and it's been a really positive thing. Some of the studies that they've shown what's happening in Kalamazoo, it not only had an effect on the education level, it actually helped the economy in many of these communities. The housing values, all of the possibilities are endless. So I'm really just floored, but in a good way. I'm so excited about this, and wow, what an amazing, selfless person she was.
Yes, I'm sure she's smiling right now.
Oh, I'm just so excited right now. I'm shaking. I mean, I can't wait to go home and tell my wife. I know she's probably watching this right now, but yeah.
Well, it's going to take the entire community to make this a reality, and I'm glad to hear the excitement, because I know our board is excited, but there's a lot of heavy lifting and a lot of conversations and a lot of knocking on doors and all of us working collectively to make this a reality and for Mary Lou and for the district as a whole.
Heather?
I think for me, the 2 things that stand out the most are the impact that she had on just so many people when she was alive, and the impact that this will have on so many people since we lost her. But the other thing being just absolutely how pleased she would be to see that this was happening. I mean, she just was just beyond committed to this district and beyond committed to the students and to the foundation, and I just it's just so touching, I think, just how absolutely beyond pleased she would be to see this happening. So. And it's
not only her love and dedication for the Waterford School District. It was her love and dedication and her advocacy of public education as a whole.
Right, right. So thank you.
Thank you.
I echo my fellow board members' comments and share my intense and significant, substantial, overwhelming support and joy for these initiatives. Anything that this board can do to collaborate with the foundation, we stand ready, willing, and able. And I mean, personally, knocking on doors, whatever that means, whatever that looks like. Such an amazing job that you as the foundation board members have done, and those committees that you recognize tonight in honoring this amazing woman as well. I think taking those 2 pieces and dividing it up, and to me that just exemplifies who she was. It honors her in the way that is so substantial and meaningful to this community, in the ways that kind of bring her spirit to everything that you're implementing here. And I commend all of you. I'm sure that you spent many hours talking about what this should look like and how do you take that money and honor this amazing person and do the things for the community that you can. And to select these two pieces is, I think, just perfection. So thank you to the foundation for all that you do and continue to do, and we look forward to collaborating in any way that we can be of assistance.
Thank you. We will make it happen.
And I think we should, like, pretty much donate this, a part of our meeting, to the foundation. We had Don and Margie Arson at our last one. It was all good feeling. They're just good people.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
joined a good group over there.
Yes,
You know, they can,
I
you
am
know,
very blessed.
hopefully they'll straighten you up a little bit. and
They
just,
are
you know,
working on it,
fix you.
yes. I think they asked me to join the foundation more as an intervention.
Okay.
So, but I will also tell you that the board did want me to say thank you for recognizing Don and Margie last board meeting, and I would also like to announce that our big fundraiser every year is the golf outing. Last year, we honored Superintendent Brian Winston. I'm pleased to announce that at this golf outing coming up in June, we'll be honoring Don and Margie Arson.
Oh, very nice.
We had to do some,
Got goosebumps.
we had to, I had to talk to Margie to
Talk her
convince
into it.
her. And once I convinced Margie, because you know what type of people they are, they're very,
Very humble.
yeah, very humble people. And once I convinced Margie, Margie obviously convinced Don. So we're
Good.
looking forward to
Very
that
nice.
day too. So
I look forward to it.
thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Weisman.
You're welcome.